Hello. I thought it was necessary for us to do revise, because you have done it already, to revise an important tense. You will have to use very often is the simple past, the simple past tense. When do we use the simple past? When do we use the simple past tense? Well, it's a good question. We use it to describe an action that happened and was completed in the past. It means it happened, it started, it happened and was completed in the past. When we narrate past events, to narrate past events, to narrate past events, so we use the simple past tense. As we are going to explore the past, to go back in the past, we'll often use this tense. How do we build this tense? We add ed plus d, infinitive of the verb without to. Okay, it is not this. We add ed when it is a regular verb, because you know that in English you have regular and irregular verbs. So play, played, invent, invented, invade, invaded. So you add ed to the infinitive of the verb without to. But there are irregular verbs. There are irregular verbs. For example, you have to draw. To draw, drew. And the past participle, of course, is drawn. To come. You say, I came. Yesterday I came early. You have to buy. For example, to buy. I bought. I bought. So, and there is a list of irregular verbs that you should learn by heart, or you should try to learn by heart. I mean, you can just remember 2 or 3 a day. It will be enough for you. Now, what about the time markers? What do we call time markers? They are time markers. If you have, you may have, if you have, for example, yesterday in a sentence. It begins a sentence. Yesterday I bought a book. So yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Okay, means when I have last, I go back into the past. You have also in plus a date. In 1974. Okay, in 1974, for example, you have in date in the past, and ago. You will have, you are going to, in this unit, you will read, you will often use this, ago. And it is sometimes difficult for some people to use this expression, this time marker, and they don't know how to use it. Well, I visited Germany 4 years ago. Okay? I visited Germany 4 years ago, and I use here the past simple. There are more examples. More examples. Two years ago. 2 years. I went to Gardaya. Okay, 2 years ago. So you have here this expression with ago, which helped me to have the simple past. Last Friday, I met an old friend. Where is the time marker, time expression? Last Friday. Met is the past of to meet. When did it happen? It happened last Friday. In 2008, they sold their house and went to Canada. Okay, so when did it happen? It happened in 2008. They sold, to sell, and go. Okay, to go. So these two verbs are irregular. Okay. What do we do when we ask questions? How do we do when we ask questions? So we ask questions. We ask questions. We use did plus infinitive without to. Okay. For example, we have here did Fleming discover penicillin. Okay, we ask the question using did plus, did, then the subject, then the verb, the infinitive without to. This is when we ask questions. And how do we form negative statements? We form negative statements. How? We use did not, and sometimes you will have the contracted form didn't plus infinitive without to. He didn't, an example, he didn't study abroad. He didn't study abroad. You have did not, the verb without the infinitive. So I think here we have done some revision, and it is easy now. We have tried to remember how we form the simple past. Now I think we are going to have an activity.